Good news everyone, Angular version 5 has been released. Hi, let's talk today, as 1,000 times before, about JavaScript, imposter syndrome and the melting pot of JavaScript. I'm Anatol and you are watching the good parts of the front-end development. Version 5 of Angular was announced on the 1st of November. This release continues our focus on making Angular smaller, faster and easier to use. You know, it looks like Angular moves in the same direction as ExtJS and Dojo did, and probably it will end up like this, but maybe I'm off base on this. Next article. A Guide to Fast Web App I/O and Data Operations with Streams by Umar Hansa. On the modern web platform, there is a new feature, the Streams, that changes the way you read, feed in, and process data. In this article, you can learn the use cases of the stream, streams pros and cons, how to create pipes, etc. Lynn Clark has posted an article, The All Web at Maximum FPS, how Web Render gets rid of junk. That's about Web Render using GPU as part of Quantum Render in 2018. However, this is rather a deep dive into the site rendering topic. Have a look. Here's another informative article about JavaScript under the hood. Alexander Zlatkov has posted the next series of how JavaScript works. This writing reviews the drawbacks to programming in a single-threaded environment and shares 5 tips on how to write cleaner code with async await. You can read it at Session Stack blog. An article Program Without Variables #JavaScript by Joel Thoms isn't so practical as we used to. You'll see a couple of double flips and 360s. Don't try this at home or work. Author has implemented a promise library based on functional programming approach, just for self-education and some fun. Welcome a new season of HTTP 203 show. Jake Erschbach and this time Surma, I'm using about the web, standards and hard life of the developers. This episode is about imposter syndrome and the remembering technical stuff by heart. One more educational video is Watch Your Back Browser by Stefan Yudis. From this talk you can get information about reactive programming, observable API and their implementation details. The article Filtering Images Using the Web Audio API, Creative Experiments with Arrays of Sound and Vision by Rafael de Silva just has blown my mind. The author demonstrates a creative approach to ordinary tasks. This is a good deal of thinking out of the box. As you can imagine, Rafael converted the curves of the drawing into audio curves. This is freaking awesome. Miroslav Chastek in his turn posted an article as CSS best practices that you have not yet known. I believe this post is very useful for junior developers because it covers a lot of basic rules and contains a few nice tips for writing robust and maintainable styles. You can read Miroslav's article on Medium. Lessons from Migrating a Large Code Base to React 16 by Michael Greer describes pitfalls during the library's upgrade. He started from the simple search and replace and ended up by forking modules and providing the fixes. If this is the case for you, you might find this article interesting and steal several ideas and tips. Let me grab your attention to Anime.js. This is a LightWay, just 11 kilobytes, JavaScript animation library. It works with any CSS properties, individual CSS transforms, SVG or any DOM attributes, and JavaScript objects. The core file is just about 1000 lines of the code, but demo examples are quite impressive. I turn now to my last but one point for today. Undressed anticipates. The web began dying in 2014. Here's how. Clickbait has title, but content was interesting, albeit speculative. Andreev writes about monopolization, the Big Four, and global internet traffic. Felt like watching a dark dystopian movie. As author noted, Google and Facebook now have direct influence over 70% of the internet traffic. This article provokes hot debates on Reddit. You can find out why. Now it's turn for the last article for today, The Melting Pot of JavaScript by Dan Abramov. Surprisingly, it's not a technical one. The author writes about the JavaScript fatigue, JavaScript Renaissance, and JavaScript ecosystem. Then talks about the toolbox usage instead boilerplates. Also, he speculates about Create React App as a solution for the dependency iceberg problem, and muses about developers' place in the JavaScript world. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and watch other episodes. Thanks for watching and stay curious.